that. But as salespeople, we want the short, we want the quick, we want the now, we want the money to get paid now. We don't think long term. But when it comes to sales performance, consistency separates the elite from the okay salespeople. When we're talking about like living this life of sales, and you guys know that sales is the highest paid position you could ever have. There are salespeople right now that don't have 1 day of college that are making way more money than a neurologist. If you have the gift of being able to sell, okay? If you have the gift to be able to touch lives and build relationships, you can make 500, 600, you can make $1 million plus $2-3 million a year, and it's being done right now. But if you've been in the sales world and you're not properly trained to be consistent in how you rise, right? You have these roller coaster months, years, or whatnot. It's very, very important for you guys to understand that the level of consistency is going to change you from being an elite salesperson or just a mediocre one. Consistency will change the course of your sales life. If you're consistently going like this, sales does not have to be like this and these roller coaster and then you're up here one day. It doesn't have to be, you guys, okay? Sales needs to gradually go up like this, okay? It's about long-term rising, giving yourselves the best opportunity to win. Consistency builds your reputation. But what if you had a reputation of consistency or consistent wins? The luxury of being in so many facets of sales, I've done a lot of different sales in corporate wide, right? Is that if I go from one company and consult to another company and consult, right? What do you think they've heard about me or my name? They've got to know that your performance is based on constant, consistent growth. That's how you get jobs. That's how you get opportunity. They need to know that we can build teams, that we can help people rise, and we applaud when other people win. That's consistency and reputation and growth. We need to do something to make sales great again. And I want to be the one to do it with. The first rule that I always tell people in consistent growth is this: do what you say you're going to do. It's so simple, guys, right? But is it? It's not though, because a lot of times we say we're going to do something in the sales world when it comes to our growth or our training or our mentorship or our coaching or helping people rise. And we say to ourselves, what do we need to do to be constantly there, to be present, to be consistent, right? But to be consistent is to completely dedicate yourself to an activity or a goal. I mean, completely dedicate yourself. You got to be engaged without distraction, because this is one of the most serious things that I see when I go and do consulting or I help build sales teams, right? I see this a lot and it bothers me because there's a lot of reps that say, oh, I'm consistent. I train all the time. I do this, right? I'm shocked how many salespeople negotiate with themselves on non-negotiable things. I want you guys to hear that, right? I am shocked how salespeople negotiate with themselves on non-negotiable things like growth, training, mentorship, going to work, taking another shot, getting another opportunity, right? Guys, here's the deal. They sell themselves harder than they sell their clients or prospects. It's unbelievable how many people literally say all the time, right? I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and they don't do it. The first rule to consistency, you got to do what you say you're going to do, okay? I'm shocked at the inconsistency because you guys, a lot of you guys will sell yourselves to the point where you're like, man, I'm not really sure if this is the right move. Or you'll talk to somebody else about another company or a product or even a training that I do. I'm not really sure if it's the right time or if this, guys, do what you say you're going to do, okay? Because at the end of the day, you deserve it. Your family deserves it. But don't negotiate with yourself on non-negotiable things, you guys, okay? Please, that is the biggest downfall to anybody in sales. And I want you guys to win. Please, I'm begging you to win, whether it's with me, whoever it's with, okay? I want to be a small part of your success. So stop negotiating with your non-negotiables. Guys, you cannot negotiate the non-negotiables, okay? Please, by all means, you guys, it's so important that you guys don't negotiate the non-negotiables with yourselves. Stop talking yourselves out of success, okay?